everyone. This is Elizabeth, and I am just getting... I gotta remember that since I have these planned, I can share them much sooner. But I'm just sharing it to the group live. That is not live. Let's try that again. Haha. Click some happy face and click the post button and get into my chatty chat because it looks like we have some people in with us. Let me mute that and make sure I'm on live chat. We have Ms. Pam. Hello, lovely lady. Mary Alice, also known as Mary Landers, but Miss Mary Alice. Hello, lovely. Crystal's Creations. Hello. Maureen Pryor. Hello, Lisa. Hello. Pardon me. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I just got an excited to text back. I just texted the winner of the Simon Hurley Lovely Lilies. So this is going to go in the mail as soon as the winner emails me. And if we can see our laptop, woo, look into the space. I just want to show you how I'm doing my drawings. Okay, so I use Wheel of Names, and we've used this live before. I should have just picked the name alive or the number live with you guys, but I put the first two part of the area code and then the last four digits, just so it was a more unique number. And this is our winner, 9114. So I'll have to read the text that just came in a little later, but yeah, I just put all the numbers in, and look, not very many numbers. That means, their chances were much greater to be a winner. You click the wheel here, it spins, and yeah, so I only had 10 entries. Look at that, only 10. But that just means you guys are giving everybody more opportunities when you don't, enter to win. And I sent a message to all those that did enter that did not win. And after that, I am going to delete all of those texts and have a nice, fresh, clean slate. Again, at this time, I'm not keeping the phone numbers. I might change that. I might. That's a big, mighty might. But don't worry if you did not win today. Okay. You never know. Something might pop up. But definitely be following and watching, because closer to December 7th, my birthday week, I'm going to have little pop-ups. It might be, a greeting card, I might be giving away pre-made cards or whatnot up until my birthday, December 7th. I'll figure it out and I'll have the details for you, but you're going to have multiple chances to enter to win for my December 7th birthday giveaway. So that is going to be our biggest giveaway. Oh, that's awesome. Cordelia, hello and welcome. She got a card today just in time for her 10th anniversary. But yeah, be sure you're watching. We might have a fun giveaway, but this was one. We texted the number. You got to be watching my lives, because that's the only place at the moment I'm texting or putting my number. So yeah, I didn't put it in the description. I changed my mind. I figured, they need to watch. They'll get the number from there. And I saw some other lovelies pop in. Ms. T, hello. And Marguerite and Susie Fick. Hello, lovelies. Sandy Visker. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Let me scroll back up. Oh, and we have Mandalee Cards. She is a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Deborah, she says, it's me. I'm the wiener. Yes, it's not a surprise if your number is pulled and you recognize your number, or you get that text that says congratulations. Be sure to, you can let peoples know. Hello, Mr. Simon Hurley. How are you doing? We just gave away one of your beautiful stamps. Haha. Super excited. This is going in the mail to Miss Deborah, who lives in Canada. So, yeah. It's really funny. She, yeah. Little Miss Deborah. All right. So, today, last Monday, the day before yesterday, Monday, we played with the new and old distress mica stains by the Ranger / Tim Holtz line. Okay, and we made a spray stained mess. It was fabulous, and we made some beautiful backgrounds, okay, using some stencils. I'm just in love with that. Look at that. Now, some of these I did take pictures of. I didn't take pictures of any of the stencil work, because that's kind of playing around with copyright stuff, considering it's somebody's design. So these ones will not be photographed for my shop, but we'll photograph them and put them when we make some cards on for Facebook and all that fun stuff. And we did some cleanup. Remember this one, the stencil was covered with the spray, and we put the stencil down with the gooey side up, and then we just brushed all the stain onto the paper and filled in those gaps. And it is still shimmery. I wish you guys could see this. If you hold it just right, some areas are way shimmerier. Is that even a word? Shimmerier than other spots. This was a cleanup. This one, we flipped the gooey side down with a little bit of extra water and pressed that image. And so we got this really fun design. If you go to use an ink blending brush over the top of this, dedicate it to micas, because you're going to pick up the mica and shove it into your brush. And so it's going to contaminate for a long time. It's not going to clean out very good. So if you need to do some work over the mica stains, you might want to get a dedicated brush just for that. Otherwise, do it in reverse. Do all your inking and all your stamping and all your fun stuff, and then do the mica sprays over that. Screen is a little blurry. Haven't slept yet. Yes, Miss Deborah, she's a night owl, and she's so silly. Wow, Vay says, I heard the news about a lady that just welcomed her 100th grandchild. How crazy is that? Aw, Pam opened her last bag of Cadbury mini eggs. Sparkle brush. That's right, T. You have a dedicated sparkle brush. Deborah's trying to change her sleeping pattern. I try that. I'm trying because my kids are back in school, and I'm like, I can't sleep all day anymore. And Linda, hello, she says, oh, I'm gonna need coffee to hang with you all. Filled so many sparkling flock jars today. Her eyes are glistening. Glistening is what these beautiful sprays do. And let me tell you, in person, they're really, really shimmery. But it does come off. Okay? I'm not going to lie. But unless you're like petting your card, you know, it's not too bad. I mean, it's like eye makeup kind of. It just rubs off. And fun fact, eye makeup with shimmers is probably just a food grade safe mica. It's all this, not all the same, but you know, kind of the same stuff. Micas. Ugh. The Galaxy one we made, I mean, look, if you work it just right, you can have really nice control of your sprays. That one. And then this little weird, skinny, skin-like textured one. This one was really hard to photograph because as soon as you tipped it into the light, it like totally changed it. So I'm like trying to tip it out of the light to get some of this detail. It was fun. But yeah, so we're gonna be and this one was fun to photograph because you tip it just right and it just sparkled. And this was a cleanup one, but we're gonna make some cards with these. Yeah, such lovely things. Let's make some cards. And the first one I want to work with is this one. Ever since I splatted it Monday, I'm like, I want skulls on that. So I'm gonna set that aside. I've got my Puddle Bug out. And I did do some shimming to make sure that it was going to emboss our paper beautifully. Let me scoot this just a little bit. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know. That's just fabulous for me. I love it. And this was watercolor paper. So, you know, that's usually about 100, 110 pound. But here we go. We're going to mist the back of this so we don't mess up our spray. I said mist and I just drowned that. Towel! Where'd my towel go? Oh yeah. Don't drown your paper. Just mist your paper. My bad. Okay, let's mist the bottom half. There we go. Okay. So this is this how we, yes. That sets like that. So on this one, the word is up. So we want our image facing up. Okay, our pattern paper, whatever we got going on, we want that facing up. And I'm just going to center that the best I can. I can always do a little bit of trimming. I'm going to sandwich, and you're going to follow the instructions or patterned or whatever you want to call it for yours. I'm using Puddle Bug B, the Gemini metal sheet, and a piece of copy paper folded in half. That is my sandwich. Okay. And then you just feed it. No, we need to feed it that way, Elizabeth. Feed it with the, you know, the bend in first. There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay, we don't see them very good, but that's okay. What I'm gonna do, see, this is trial and error. Sometimes it doesn't work as well as you think it should. So what we're gonna do, okay, because it's easy enough to put back. Okay, it's super easy enough to put back. We are going to ink up this side. And you can see that mica spray, it's sandwiched off a little bit. So what we're gonna need to do before we ink that up is clean this. Look at that. See that? that mica spray is fun. 3 passes for 3D. Okay. So we're just going to make sure this is nice and clean. Okay. Okay. And then I do believe Mr. Holtz was using archival ink, but I'm going to use Memento because I don't have archival cleaner. We're going to see how Memento does. And I'm going to ink up the top half that has the words. Okay. Just ink it up like so. Oh, look at that. It's not wanting to. There we go. Oh, look at that. Get that a little bit more inky there. Nice and inky. Okay. Now remember, that comes down so I can put this like so. See, it just snags right back into place. We're going to hold it nice and steady. And we're going to sandwich that. And then we're going to run this through a couple of times just to make sure that ink really gets good and smooshy on there. So there's 1. Come back through for 2. And then 1 more for 3. Okay. Okay, are we ready? Oh, you guys ready for this? Oh, look at that. Yeah, I've been watching Mr. Simon Hurley and Tim Holt ink theirs, and I'm like, I need to get with it. Get with the program. Now we laid the ink on top of the mica. You could totally do it in reverse. You could ink and emboss and then spurt your mica. It's going to give you a different effect. Okay, like here, it kind of settles some of that mica back, but it still shines really, really beautifully. Oh, look at that. And I only got to do a little bit of trimming right there, and this is going to be a gorgeous card. Look at that. I've got an inky weird mess going on here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hose it down, and I'm just going to see. I don't know what it's going to do, but remember, I have this little sample because I wanted to make sure I was testing my oh, we got to go this way. I was testing my folder to make sure I had a good thing. Is that gonna sit in there? I know you go right there. Nope, there it is. Haha, I found you. Lock it into place, and then bring down the folder, and then we're gonna see what that cleanup is gonna look like, because we can easily make another card with that. Okay. See what we got rolling here. Oh, you guys. Oh, wow. Oh, look it. This is creepy because it like saturated and really tinted it out and stuff, but look at that. Oh my goodness. So have some watercolor paper handy to do some cleanup, and let that mica or those sprays and your ink kind of mingle in there and clean them up. Oh, the blotchiness is just that's a good one. Look at all that. Crack the paper and everything. Yeah. I like that I cracked the paper, but you can't hardly tell. Like, I cracked his nose. Yeah. Let's compare the two. I mean, just look at. It's so, yeah. That is so awesome. Okay. So let's do a real cleanup here. I'm gonna have to clean both sides. And different inks are gonna give you different results. So if you don't have Memento, if you have other stuff, try it. That's all we can do, is just try what you have and see what you get. Your results may vary and be even better than mine. And even if your results are weird, post them. Post them on Facebook in our group, Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. Tag me at hashtag Chat with Sassy on Instagram. I'd love to see what you guys make. There's some mica in there that's like not wanting to come out. Ugh, beautiful. And again, this is the skulls from the new Tim Holtz and Sizzix line. I'm so happy I bought it. So happy I bought it. Okay, so let's get that on a card base, because we're making cards today. And we're going to make two because we have two. Just going to set that aside because I'm going to need my little chopper. Okay. Slide that under there. We're going to do 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Now this little watercolor panel is a smaller. We've taken a 1/2 inch off of all the sides because that's one of my pre-cut watercolor ones. And then we're going to grab some, oh, look at that. Nice big bold border. Although, you know, this might need a little something something. Let me see. Oh, and look at that. That's gonna be perfect. I love that. You guys are like, we don't see what you're loving. Okay, so this one I'm gonna glue down just like that, but this one I want to spruce up the edge just a tiny bit. I think we're going to mix these. Okay. We're getting to the nitty-gritties on this one. I moved my spatulas. Grab 2 of these. Okay. Yeah. Oh, rolling back. I wonder how the... You know, I still don't have the foundry waxes. So that's something I need to invest in, but not anytime soon. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and just kind of muck it along. We don't need it super thick. We don't need it, you know, all that fun stuff. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rub this on here. Okay. Just like that. And this, it cleans up really easily. I love that about the lunar paste. It lets me get messy and clean up nicely. Okay. Clean my finger. And what I don't use, right back in there. And mine is drying out a little bit, only because this is the jar from when he first released it, and I get in and out of it like crazy. As you can tell, it's almost gone. But then we're gonna take just a teeny, oops, there might be enough right here on the lid, and then we're going to just kind of fill in a little bit. Oh, look at that. I wish you guys could see that. You get, it's subtle, but it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill in a little bit. Oh, look at that. So you've got like this greeny yellowy. It's very subtle. It's just what I needed. Just what I needed. Linda is saying hello. Dawn, did I say hello to you? Deborah sending big squishy hugs. Tear up the edges. I don't know about that. We could. Yeah. We're gonna muck up the edges. So, I do not have the fancy schmancy tear up edges tool. I have glue scissors. Yeah. And so we're just gonna eat that edge. Okay. Try not to cut yourself. You're just scrubbing, and that's basically what his tool is it's different size teeths, you know, to get a little bit different. But this is how we did it back in the day without the extra fancy tool. And I'm just gonna fuzz up those edges so they're not spiggity span. Okay. Oh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. Okay, and then we're gonna do that to this. And just kind of, this one is not fluffing as much, but we're just gonna push in those areas so it's just not perfect. There we go. This would definitely work better with the little thingy, I think. But we'll work those edges, just kind of muck them up. Plus the paper's still a little wet. I think that's part of the problem. That's alright. We'll get some good distressing going on. Okay. It's very subtle, but I like it. I don't like you though. There we go. Alright. Woo-hoo-hoo. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's glue these down. Get some card bases. Find my glue, find my glue, find my glue. Protected rotary blade meant for cutting thread. Okay. My glue is glubby. Let's see if we can't work that out. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. And I am adding more glue than I normally do because there's lots of hills and valleys. Okay. Lots of hills and valleys. want glue on as much of the surface as possible. And to keep my hands clean, I'm going to flip it and smoosh it from the back side. Because remember, that mica and stuff is going to come off. Especially if you do a rubbing on it, okay? So we're just going to turn it over. And then, oh, look at that. But see here, those little spots, okay? Yes, Ms. T has been fortunate. She's made some beautiful cards that Mr. Holtz has reshared. That is so awesome. But yeah, I will be tagging. I will be tagging because this one I think is my favorite. And it's a cleanup, you guys. Ugh. Okay. You know what? Do we want... Ooh, let's foam dot. Foam dot? Is that a thing? No. Let's foam it. Foaming at the mouth. We're going to use our little, it's not really little. We're going to use our 2-inch foam tape. This stuff is like uber sticky. Lovely gift from Ms. Pam. Now this is why I call these my glue scissors. I don't know what it is about these DuraSharp ones. I've had them for years. And they, let me tell you, they get the gooey on them, but they clean so easy. A little bit of alcohol and they're clean. Come on. I don't know, this Recollections tape, it's different. It's very sticky and smooshy. It's smooshy. Okay. Get this off. Yes. Diane of Oz. So I so want to just suggest that you use this as a birthday card. Right? Okay, I need to be good because I peeled all that sticky off way too soon. Usually I only peel half, but I don't know, I was feeling kind of bold. No, I didn't. I'm such a dork. I don't know why I thought I peeled that, but I did not. So, hey, there we go. A little gooby. Ugh, look at that. And then we have that dimension in there. Extra dimension. I mean, this card is going to be luxe. But it needs to be a top folding luxury card. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oops. Clog came out. Let's get that. No, we don't want hills and valleys on our flat card. Okay, so this covers the whole thing. We're just going to plop that on there. And again, we get that where we want it. Try not to get, there we go. And just smoosh it down from the back side. Getting some glue all over the place. Don't mind me. Coffee and more coffee. I had a coffee. Can you tell? No. Look at. I don't know. Hopefully I can get a good picture of this one. It's fabulous. Okay, and then we'll do a little side fold for this one. Yeah, we need like a sentiment that says happy birthday, older than dirt kind of thing. So we can send these out for birthday cards, right? What will move your ink? Distress. Oh yeah, the Distress Micro Glaze, once you start working that in, it will just, because you know it's a liquidy stuff, not like liquid, but it will do that. I'll show you on one of those other ones. So there's 2 cards. So we sprayed all of this on Monday. We embossed it and used the cleanup and made another card. So it's kind of like a 2-for deal. Gotta love that. And the lunar paste, you guys, you saw, I just put it on with my finger. That stuff was dry a while ago. All right, so we had some other fun ones. These ones, I mean, a little bit of ribbon, you know, these are gonna make beautiful cards. And let me just trim this one down a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit off of both sides so that we have or actually all the sides. We're just gonna take a tiny hair off all the sides and keep it kind of symmetrical. Okay. So when you're using your sprays with stencils, okay, and I just need a little bit more off the bottom, it looks like. Just a wee bit more. Look at me. I'm just eyeballing this. Look at that. Oh, and then you have that beautiful white border on that. That card's ready to go. You slap a sentiment on that and it's fabulous. You could get a little piece of ribbon or something to go in there, but honestly, I love that. We love easy cards. You know, you can spray a dozen of these in different colors. Do them on black. Do the sprays on black, on white, on craft paper. Because remember, it does look a little bit different on craft paper than it does on the white and black. Okay, again, I'm going to get this mostly positioned where I want it, which is way off there. Come on. There we go. Flip it over and press it down. Turkey legs in the oven. That sounds nummy. Ramona. Hello, hello. Gloria. I bought lemon pepper turkey breast from the deli today for sandwiches. That stuff, you take your French bread, you slice it, you toast it like garlic bread, okay? And then just as it's crispening up, you pull it back out of the oven, you drop your meat on, and then you put it back in, or you put meat and if you like some cheese on top, stick it back in the oven, let that cheese melt, warm the meat, pull it out, drop some tomato on it. Ugh. You can do that with any of the meats, but that lemon pepper turkey, when you warm it up, is divine. But look, how easy is that? Do all your sprays one day and then sit down and make a bunch of cards the next. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So there's that one. And this was a Prima die. It's a Prima mandala die. This is another beauty. This one I'm just gonna lightly trim and then pop this up only because I love it and I want it done. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little bit off of this side, a little bit off of this side, And a little bit off the top. And a little bit off the bottom. Okay. This one we shall also pop up because we can. Look it. Let's try cutting it this way, see if that likes us any better. No. That's a hot mess. Okay. Here we go. See, I told you this Recollections one is it's weird. It's weird. Peel that back. Let's try this way again. There we go. Okay. And then if you're worried about that, that is when you pull out your thin strips. Look at this. We'll take a little thin strip right down the center and plop. Oops. My scissors. I gotta give them a little cleaning. They're like, yeah, we're not cutting anymore because we're gooey. We're extra gooey. Put that back in there. So I kept the little plastic it came in just so so it doesn't roll around and get gookified. Okay. So to clean your scissors, you're going to grab a towel or a rag or whatever you have. And on your towel, rag, whatever you have, you're going to put some alcohol on there. And then you're just going to wipe off your scissors. Yeah, it comes nicely off. Just like so. Ta-da! And we're back to chomping. Vay's got some cards she's got to make. 24 birthday cards. Holy moly. Okay. Let's get these little happy shavings out of here. Put my little thingamabob back in there. Keep our glue pretty. Okay. Come hither in. Okay, so we're going to peel off the top, or one of them, and the middle one. That way there we can use the covered one to maneuver our piece where we want it. And that was pretty close, but I kind of mucked it up. That's stuck, so we're gonna have a slightly crooked card, but that's okay. Wouldn't be me if we didn't have a slightly crooked card, right? Slightly crooked. It's very crooked. Look at that. And this was the stencil by it's a Stampers Anonymous stencil, but the designer's name was Brett something or other. I could look it up for you guys because it's right here in my stencil book, all nice and pretty. Just gotta remember where I put it. Brett, where's your stencil? Oh, those are those. That's that. Did I not put it away? Nope. Oh, he's missing! Tentacles by Brett Weldley. But yeah. by Brett. Tentacles by Brett. It goes right there. But apparently I didn't put it away. So I'll have to hunt it down. And then you guys will do better when you go to position. Yeah, I pushed it down way too soon and not realizing the top was off. But that's okay. It happens. And there's a little bit of goo right there. There we go. So there's our next card is all done. See how easy? We spend a couple hours spraying to our heart's content and making everything shiny and beautiful. And then, you know, you clean your mess, you go and relax. And then the next day or a few hours later, however you're doing it, you make some cards. But I wanted to do some die cutting. One of these, I love this one. Let's do some die cutting on, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this one, you guys. I'm in love with this one. I'm in love with this one. I really am. Ooh, this one. Let's do some die cutting of some flowers with this one. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And for this, I'm going to pull out my bigger die cutter machine. My Spellbinders. Please come here, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, for the most part, that's going to fit in there all as one. Lost my internet for a bit while Ziply finished up. Can't stay on for long. Phone long. Okay. Okay. So there's that. And Spellbinders. How to do the wafer thins. We do the standard. We're going to do cutting plate and a cutting plate, I do believe. And yeah, we do cut side down. Okay, so yeah, we're going to put the dies down into this. So let me grab my dies. Mr. Tim Holtz, I need your dies, please. Now, if you don't have a big die cutting machine, you can definitely cut your paper into sections and use your smaller ones. But if you have it, and then I grab the one that doesn't have any dies in it whatsoever. Because I put them, physics, there you are. I put them in the Sizzix folder, not the Tim Holtz folder. I need to change that, I think. Okay. We've got dies galore. We're just gonna stick them on there and fill. Because the fun thing about die cutting like this is you can just save what you don't use, right? You don't have to use it all at once. Get that back on there. Just fill up our page the best we can. go. There's that page. Those are the artsy stems. Artsy stems. And we've got some regular stems. Look at that. Get these ones with the bigger pieces. And I am just filling my little tray here. My little page. And we want to make sure that they don't overlap, okay? If you're worried about it, tape them into place. Know that your tape will peel up some of the sparkly bits, okay? But yeah, you don't want them slipping around and overlapping, because you can ruin your die that way. Emily, hello, how are you? Yeah, I think you're right, T. They're talking about the stores, the local craft stores, and, you know, who has what available. Okay, and I've got it started, so I'm just making sure nobody's overlapping. That one's a little close, but it's not overlapping. And then we crank. We try to crank. It's going to be a good sign when they're having a little trouble. Oh my goodness. There we go. I think that's from my window. My window's falling apart. Okay. Those ones popped right off. I'm actually just going to store those right up there. And hopefully these all cut through. We'll find out. This is watercolor paper. It's possible it didn't cut all the way through. That one obviously. Well, not obviously, but that one looks like it did. Look at. And just be ginger when you're pulling these out, because you know these are delicate. And again, Elizabeth, let's go into the light. Ooh, look at. Ooh. Look at that. Can we see our beautiful little flowers? And if you're extra smart about it, okay, if you cut your paper into quadrants, because you know it's 8.5 by 11, or you know your paper size 8.5 by 11, you cut it down, you can place these flowers like individual flowers on your card panel, like we did with the cat the other day. Okay, so say like this was my galaxy paper and I just cut the one flower out, so this would all be galaxy, and then when I cut that out, the flower would be white or whatever color you put behind it. So you can also use the majority of your shiny paper and then have a 2 for deal. So you would do your galaxy and do your little cutout, and then, you know, cut the flower again out of the white and then swap the pieces. So then you'll have a solitary flower in your white inlaid in your white and stuff. So yeah, lots of options you can do with your flowers. Look at these lovelies. And you can die cut a bunch of these, okay? And then, I mean, just look at that. They could just, that could be the card. They're beautiful designs, nice and easy. Let's get this one. This one is definitely be ginger with this one. And I don't think that one cut all the way through. It did not. And if it doesn't cut all the way through, but it cuts most of the way, all you need is a little craft knife to help it along the rest of the way. And again, I used, this is not watercolor paper, this is the Recollections black paper. So it's not as thick as I thought it was. So that's a plus. Oops. Okay. So what I did is I just yanked it. Okay. And then you can fiddle a little bit. Hold the pieces steady that you don't want to pop off. There we go. Got a little bit out of there. Ugh, look at that one. So galactic and pretty. And then we could pop another flower on that. Okay, you can pop them up. You can really add dimension. Let me get... I want to get these curly. I want to make a card with some of these curly ones. You... And, ooh, that one popped right out. That was nice. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Come here, you. Are you gonna pop out easy, too? No. No, no, no. You says, no, I don't want to come out easy. But I'll fiddle with these, and I'll have them anytime I need flowers. And then if you have little dies, you've still got good real estate in between. Okay, that's a good size flower there. A bug. This would be gorgeous if you had a bug stamp or die. Okay, let me put those there. I'm going to set these guys right over there. And then we'll make a fun card with these little cutouts. Very delicate and a little bit fiddly, but that's okay. You know, we have tools that can help us. We've got these beautiful reverse tweezers that'll poke out some of that. There's that one. And that one. So my cosmic-y flowers. Okay, there's those ones. And come on. This one's got little bits in the leaves that pop out. It's very, very delicate. These are kind of the things, you know, you die cut them, then you sit there watching your TV or whatever, and then you can just fiddle. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at the detail in that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so we've got those ones. We got that one. And that one. Okay. Put that there. Put that there. Gonna sweep up these little black speckles. Do, 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 do. Okay. Put that in there. Put that in there. How would that look on craft or metallic base? That's what we're gonna find out. Because I had that one sheet that was mostly green, and yeah, which it looks metallic. Look at that. I was thinking this one and maybe this one, because I can cut out a section of this one. This is a watercolor paper. Gotta love that. Okay, so we've got those ones. Let's set that there. So here's, oh, look at that. Those ones, I don't know. They just, I know there's only 4. Let me, okay, we gotta do one more. Hold on, guys. Can't have an odd number. Is this one gonna pop out easier? Oh, yes. Okay. Our cute little flowers. We could do like we could do a slim line with these. How fun would that be? So I would cut my paper this way to make a nice slim line card. Oh my goodness. Look it. Yeah, I think we're gonna make a nice little slim line with that one, and then we're gonna see, oh, look at, oh wow, I like that, just like that. Look at that. We could do another slim line with just that and this right here. Ugh. Okay, I need my big chop because this is I think this is wider. Yeah, that's watercolor paper, so it's wider than 8.5 11. Oh, it spirals out. Oh, mine didn't cut all the way. Let's see. Oh my goodness, T. Thank you. But mine didn't cut all the way out. Let me see if I can remedy that. Okay, so Pam pointed out that T said, hey, that pops out. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our, we're going to grab and make a mess. We're going to grab the little sidekick because I just need that piece to cut out. So we're going to find that die. There you are. Okay, and we're gonna put them back together. Okay, now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tape them together because I don't want it to, you know, plop apart. She says it's a bear to get out. Yeah, mine didn't cut all the way through. So we'll see. We'll see. if we can, I'm going to take a lot of the stick off. Okay. And then we're going to plop that right into place, like so. I taped it the wrong way. We're going to cut into our new fancy plate, but that's okay. And we're going to see if that'll take care of that. Okay. And I'm not worried that the tape is on the back side, okay? Because we're not going to see the tape. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, that was... Oh my goodness! How adorable! Oh, that is way better than the solid piece I thought it was. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It springs up. So we're just gonna glue the outside, and hopefully that'll spring up in the mail. So yeah. But we are gonna want to clean this out before we put it away, okay? So I'm actually gonna put my tape on it so I remember that I need to clean that out before I put it away. That was brilliant. And you notice I only ran the top through. Even though I taped the whole thing, I didn't want to chance it because I only needed that top piece. But if anything, you know, we still wanted to tape it down. Okay, better safe than sorry, even though we weren't running it the whole way. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is stinking adorable. Okay, you go back there. You go. And you could save the little spirals for shaker cards and stuff, you know, because they're not going to flip over. They're not going to see the back. So, yeah. Cut a bunch of those out. Okay, I need to move this up just a little bit. We're going to grab a slimline card. I don't have any craft bases, but I feel like that might be pretty together. But then again, I'm not sure. So we'll see. And this is 3.5. So I need a 3.5 inch section. And when I put this on here, do I like it in all positions? I like it there. So I want to make sure that I get enough. Pencil! Pencil, I need you. So I want to do my cut here and then get my next cut in there. Okay, that'll work. Stuff. Okay, make sure that's where it needs to be. Slice. Okay, and then we're gonna do our 3.5, which is to there. Okay. Look at that. Okay, and that's perfect. Do I not have... Okay, this one. We're just going to use this one as an example. So, that is that. Okay, so I have a lot of void and a lot of void, so we're gonna spruce that, and I actually like it better on the black. So what we're gonna do is we're going to elongate this, but I do want to trim it down to where I need it first, and I'm feeling it right here. Okay, so now we're going to elongate this area, because remember our stencil was only so big, but that's okay. And then we're going to, oh, look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. We could make it a mini slimline, but I think the real estate for having, I don't know, I just feel like that would be better, because otherwise it's gonna like crop into because see, that's the mini slimline. It's literally the size of the flower. So yeah, that's my mini slimline anyways. So you definitely could. I mean, they'll make easies minis. Okay. But I want it big and fabulous. Okay, so this is how we are going to elongate it. We're going to take a little puddle of water. Okay, right there, a little puddle of water. I'm going to get this rolling. Okay. Because this was from a cleanup. So we had sprayed the water on the stencil, flipped it over, and pulled it. And it made this weird gookies. Okay, so we're going to add the mica spray to the water. We're going to add more water to get it moving. And then we're just going to add the color right to it. Yeah, don't drop it. Okay. See that? We're just elongating. So right here, we're just gonna tap into that color. Okay. See that? Isn't that fabulous? Easy peasy. And then I can use my just fill in. See? While I got it out, I just added that more green in there. That's all we're doing, is we're just adding a little bit more green. And then, you know, the towel is not loving me. It's right here in my chair, you guys. Sherry Tyson, hello. Okay, so we could heat set that. I'm thinking, you guys, this always gets me into trouble. It needs a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. And I'll show you. Super quick, tiny bit more. Okay, remember how to tell if your paper is still damp? It's gonna feel cold. Even after you warm it, it'll feel cold. Okay. Hello, thanks for the beautiful card. You're welcome. I know, it's just so rude of Ziply. But it'll be good that you have the internet and you don't have to wait for it. Okay, so we're going to grab a quick little stencil. Okay. I'm going to grab I know which one I want to. Little stencil. Okay. I've got this little, this one is by Little Birdie. It's called Puddle Patch. I just think it's going to look really nice with that. I keep seeing it in my mind. I'm like, I need the Puddle Patch. Okay. So we're just going to add a little bit of stenciling right over. And this is when you're going to want your dedicated mica brush, because, you know, it's going to pull. So I'm going to use this one and just remember that's going to be my mica. And so I don't, if you guys don't want sparkle in your ink pad, what you're going to want to do is smoosh it down on your table. Grab your ink from there, okay, and then add it in. Okay, that way there, you're not going to add sparkle. Ugh, just look at that. Not much. I just needed to fill in this area, okay? And we're going to do that too right here. And I'm using Overzealous with the Wicked Elixir. So yeah, so it's not so plain down there. Very, very easy. Okay. But yeah, if you need more, just put it there. I'm gonna scoop that up, lay that down, and the wonders about a glass mat. Now, it wasn't dark enough to go in there, but that's okay. We'll get a darker color. Come in with a little bit of Later Gator. Okay, I'm gonna pick that up. I do want a couple of spots right in there. See if we can't. There we go. Very subtle. Very subtle. Let's add a little bit more there. Ugh. Yeah. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Put those away. Get that on there. Clean my mess before I set something in it. Yes, I know, I cleaned it, but we used most of that ink in the card. Okay. And then, which one were we using? I think it was this one. Pretty sure it was you. Yeah, look at that. Look at how pretty. Where's my black card base? Card base. Oh, look at that. I could put a hello, thinking of you, sympathy. Something this simple could be for any occasion. You know, you're using nature's neutral, you know, a greens, the black, you know, also a neutral. Sorry guys, my thing is all course. Get it unplugged. Share the wealth of that glue. Okay. So it opens that way. I want that way. And I'm gonna make sure it gets it where I like it. Flip it and smush it. Gordon, Wisconsin. Sherry Tyson went camping, I think they said. Okay. And then we're going to get our fancy schmancy tip. Fancy schmancy. If you only have one bottle of glue, you're just going to switch your tips. I got tired of switching tips, so I bought a second bottle of glue. And do. So pretty. So pretty. There we go. And there it is. Another card done. Da-da-dun-dun. Flip and smoosh. Flip and smoosh. Come. Some little goo's got in there. Make sure that's all nice and damn. Look at that. Ugh. Fabulous. Now, on black cardstock, A, you could put a white piece in here to write on, or B, get a metallic. Get a nice metallic writing pen that shows up really awesome on black and write in metallic. They'll love it. Trust me. And if they don't, send it to me because I'll love it. Look at. And that is just one way to expand your area. Just re-add the color, add a little bit of stenciling, anything you want. But, look at that. And I've got plenty of that paper left to make more slim lines. And with this section here, I would definitely do lots of stenciling, maybe some stamping over the top of this one. Because this was the second clean up pull, so we did a clean up and then did it again, and so this has got less goodness on it, but there we go. So there's that. Let's go ahead and set these little gems aside, and we're gonna cut this down to, do I have another card base? Yes I do. That's the last one, thank goodness. We'll chop down this card. This one will fit. We're just gonna take a, is it 3.5? 3.5, so if we do 3 1/4, 3 1/4, okay. Chop, and then, so fabulous. We want to take off another 1/4-ish. See if we can eyeball it. Is that too much? Am I chopping off too much? Or not enough? I don't know. We're going to take that much off. Cross our fingers. Oh, yeah. Look at me eyeballing my fingerprints. Okay. So I'll use this piece because I've got plenty of it. I'll show you guys what happens with the wax. Do. Distress glaze. We're gonna glaze. Is that what we want? I think that's the only one I have, right? The glaze sealer. Oh, I guess I'll know when I open it. Yes. Okay. So let me make sure I can clean my fingers the best I can. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, so you can see, you can see my fingerprints in there. I'm gonna try to swirl out my fingerprints a little bit before I start putting that wax on, just so they're not so dominant. Okay, But I'm going to use a palette knife, and I'm going to just scoop out a little bit, okay? And then we're going to just get that rubbed in there, okay? But see that? It's looking really cool, but it's changing the look of it as well. Okay. Okay, and if you've got multiple colors on yours, you're going to want to make sure that you're going to like how it's going to blend it. So maybe do a test area. Oops. What happened there? Oh, that, yeah, see, I'm like, it's coming, it's still, it's coming up. Can we, oops, I'm a brute, don't mind me. Okay, let me get a paper towel. Domed foam blender, that's better than a paper towel. And I got one handy. Okay. You can tell I don't use this much. I do appreciate anybody that gives me tips and suggestions related to what's going on or about food. Yeah, you could probably use hairspray to seal it. Again, it's going to possibly do different stuff. I actually do not own hairspray, so. But that, I don't know, you guys. I honestly, I was concerned about it, like, I don't know, because see, and it changed it. I wish you guys could see this in person. But it changed it. It made it much darker than what it was. And, I mean, it's got a nice sheen, but I don't know now if it's the sheen from the wax or the sheen from the mica. Because you don't have the speckly bits anymore. But I like it. So do a little snippet, okay? You know, if you're doing card bases, cut your card panel to whatever size, do your little trimming, and test it on the little trimmings. But yeah, so let me clean my fingers now. Like really trying to clean my fingers just to see. Okay. So that, can you see? It's very, very, very minimal versus that. Okay, so it is sealing it in there. It feels fabulous, by the way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But it's still coming off. Don't get me wrong. It sealed it quite a bit in comparison. And when I wipe across, we're not seeing the finger strokes like when I wiped across this. So definitely, you know, do tests. I'm glad I did that test because, I don't know, it's kind of it's kind of cool, you guys. And I've had this for quite some time. I haven't put a little thingy over it. And it, yeah, it's still good. Still good. Let me wipe this up. before I get my other card base down. Buff it off. Okay, buff it. Let's go back. You are supposed to buff it off. I'm supposed to buff it off. So I just wipe. Guys, buff it off. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, see, that's why we have our lovely friends in the chat. So if you get a fresh one after you apply it, or like I did, I just cleaned it. Maybe clean in between. And then just, like they say, buff it. Gosh darn, wrinkle. Totally changes the texture too. Use a paper towel. I'm so terrible. I don't listen. Squish. Ooh. That changed the texture. And look, it's not coming off. Okay, that's fabulous. So, put it on, buff it out. That's what we need to do. We need to buff it out. But the color is still darker, but I'm not sad by that. And doing that last buff, we get the little more specklies in there. So I like that. And the wrinkle in my paper. Mary Lander says I use my rag. And I, as you just saw, used the foam and dome and cleaned in between. Which probably won't, I don't know, it's got some pitting going on. Buff lightly with the paper towel. They're so insightful. Yeah, see, now it's not even coming. There's nothing. So yeah, you can buff with a paper towel, as they recommend, but also my foam dome works, so. Does it feel, you know, it feels smooth and, yeah, buttery might be a good word for it. It's really cool. I like it. Okay, let's get this on here, because what I'm thinking is when I put my flowers on, I'm going to let them go over the top and the bottom a little. Okay, so we're going to glue this down. Yeah, it feels, I love the texture of things. I'm a very textile person. If I've got to shop for clothes and stuff, I want to touch it. I want to feel it. Same with papers. And oh my goodness, at Marco's Paper and Crafts out there in Ohio, I can't remember where, but they have specialty papers, the kind of specialty paper that comes in big sheets that cost like $5 to $10 a sheet. Okay, I put a drop of glue because this corner's come out. Now I'm going to push away from the card so that we get that glue on there. Yeah, I like the shiny, so, and you could totally, if you get a wrinkle in there, totally, let's see, I'm working my wrinkle out, crumple it up, and you're going to get a different texture to your paper, but I kind of wanted it smooth to show off the smoothness. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we're gonna put a pin in it. Dayton, Ohio. Thank you, lovely ladies, because Pam and Mary Alice were there with me. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, so now the fun. No, no, no. Nobody asked you to do that. Look it. I want to put you in the middle. I'll put you there, and I'll put you there. Put the two. Yeah. There. Oh, ta-da. Look at how adorable they are. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay. So we're gonna now this glue, even though I'm trying it to be delicate with it, it is gonna smoosh out, okay? So to avoid any weirdness, we're gonna set it down, okay? And then you take a towel, paper, rag, whatever you want, and push down with your rag. That way there, your rag is gonna pull up that extra glue, okay? There we go. Get that extra glue out of there, and look at that. How stunning that is. I think I'm going to put that one up high. Put you up high. There's lots of ways to apply glue to projects like this. Oh, you guys, I have another way. Pam. Gluing, and the stuff is designed to make your stuff, it's hard to make things stick to it or stamp afterwards. Okay, well, the glue seems to be doing pretty good, so I think we're okay on the glue. But I would not doubt that trying to stamp on this surface would not be great. So you'll want to stamp any images. Say like you don't have die cuts, maybe you have silhouette stamps. Stamp before you glaze. Okay. I almost forgot. Pam. Nope, that's that. Is this it? Yes, look it. Pam got me some artist tack. But we're going to try it because I have it here. Sticky dots. If I can open it. The corner's bent. So try the next corner, Elizabeth. It doesn't have to be that one. Never use this stuff, because I always forget about it. That's funny. I didn't even realize there was anything wrong with your sentence, because I read it as artist tack might not work. Huh. Oh, I almost got it open. Almost. It's there. Okay, where's the sticky? Okay. We're gonna find out if it sticks or not. And if it doesn't, we'll put some glue on it. You don't need the whole stick though. So we place it in there, we smoosh it around. And then we peel very carefully. Oh no, I forgot. Oh, that's all right. I didn't want to. Our spiral. I messed up my spiral. Oh, thank you. Good idea. We're gonna. No, don't close. We're gonna fold that back. Okay, Let's see if I can put my spiral back together a little bit. Ooh, this artist tack stuff is kind of sticky, isn't it? I should have glued this one so I didn't get the glue on there. Okay, if you roll. Gotcha. Hello, Ken. Okay, so if I'm reading this right, she says if you roll the sticky tack, it will lift off like on your Cricut mat. Okay, so we've folded our little corner so we don't lose it again. Now, even though we pulled a lot of dots off of that area, I only had the stem there, and there's gonna be lots of dots left, I hope. So let's get some of those dots. Okay. And then she's saying that if you flip it, okay, and then peel, oh, you guys, I'm not even showing you. So you flip it over and peel away from the sticky dots. Ta-da! And then you don't have all the weird curling. Fabulous. Thank you, T. Hello, Debbie J. Okay. And then we're going to put this one. I think, I feel like it needs to bend a little. Like, can we get it to bend a little? Because that's what I'm feeling. And it's sticking. It seems to be sticking. Yeah, look at that. Okay, these artist tack dots. Okay, I gotta flip it back over. Find our pull corner. And we're gonna stick it in the same area because I need more of that one. So we're gonna put that right there. Smoosh her down. Ta-da. Aw, did you have a good visit with your niece, Mr. Ken, aka Abraham? Debbie J's getting her arm rewrapped. She took a dive. Okay, so Ken says, I've been dying to try these adhesive sheets. I'm pretty impressed. And Pam says it's the Artist Tack. Okay, that's the brand of this one. So we put it in, we flip it over just like our Cricut mat and pull away. No, I peeled the wrong side. Just like our Cricut mat. Look at that. And then you can see where there might not be a lot of dots. You see that? That's actually really easy to see on this black paper. So that little spot there, I can... Oh, I'm sticking to the wrong side. Just like that. Okay, and I want this one up high, coming off the page, but not too much. And if you have a spot that's not, is that not sticking because Okay, yeah, they, aw. That one stuck, though. That one did not. It's got quite a bit of dots on it, though. Probably because I wanted it to rotate, and it's like, no. I don't want to do that. Okay, so that one, let's just see if it's because I used an area too much. We're going to go ahead and pick up some dots from this new area. Pick up our dots, flip it over, peel that away. Go. Yeah, just not enough sticky dots on that one that time. Okay. Because that one stuck really good. I mean, that one stuck down. Okay. So yeah, make sure you have a good fair amount if you're going to be sticking it to this. And then for this one, I'll just add a couple of daubles of glue. Like so. And again, use your towel, paper towel, rag, whatever, and dab it down. That way there you can dab up the glue. This one looks like a spider web. This one might be fun for a Halloween card. Bloop. There we go. Look at how cute that one turned out. I'm really happy with that. And then, of course, we ran all of those dies so I can make more of these. Easy peasy. You know, I like those sets where you get quite a bit in there. And you can just cut them all at the same time. So, let's recap. Okay, so Monday we made a bunch of paper with our mica sprays, and then today we did some die cutting and whatnot to make some cards. Some we didn't even have to die cut. Oops, this little tail is... Get that down there. Okay, so... There's that one. Get back in there. You can use your papers any way you like. Okay. So we did this one. We put the wax over the top of it. I mean, it's awesome. Glaze. Sorry. We used the glaze. This one here, we added a little bit more green so that we could extend the project. And we just plopped in one die cut. Same paper we cut from these. Okay, so there's, I love that one. And then there's those ones and those ones. Okay, we made this one because we sprayed it with a stencil, trimmed it, positioned it poorly, but you know, we'll send it out to somebody. They'll love it. Okay, and then again, a very easy spray over a stencil, trim, and instant card. Then we had this sprayed panel. We inked up. Well, we ran it through the embossing folder once, and it wasn't detailed enough. So then we added I added memento for the black and ran it through again, okay, which left residue, and we took that residue and ran it through again. And I'm still in love with this one. And then we put a little bit of Psych and a little bit of Slippery When Wet Lunar Paste. So it's kind of grungy itself. We just put that on with our finger. Just smeared it on. Okay. And yeah. If you're being more methodical and thoughtful about it, you can definitely make a lot of quick cards. Like, you spray a ton of sheets. Purples, blues, reds. You spray your whole sheet, because this one, remember, we did in shades of green. Slice them up into the slimline or whatever size you're using, and then die cut your dies. And when you have all your pieces, you just start putting them together. These will make super quick cards. Extra quick. A little bit more messy, and these are probably the quickest ones. Stencil, one and done, just fabulous and go. So, Skulls, yeah, Mary Alice, Skull's still my favorite, I know. I'm just hoping that, because, I don't know, it just looks, yeah, we won't say what it really looks like right there. But it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Mr. Abraham says Joann's now has the new Pink Fresh line. And this week they have it at 30% off. Plus, you can use additional 25% off coupon and $1.98 for delivery. So if you're ordering online, and Pam, plug yours. Sorry. That's cool. It's nice that they're bringing in Pink Fresh. They've got a lot of beautiful things. Okay, so I thank you guys for hanging out with me for 2 hours while we played, and really enjoyed. Oh, guys, I just really enjoyed that. Look at how beautiful this tentacles. Abraham went crazy ordering stuff. I know how that is. I gotta avoid the stores for a while. But yeah. So I thank you all for hanging out with me. You guys are wonderful. I'm very thankful for the tips, especially for the glaze, which I have promptly lost because, you know, that's what I do. Here we are. So we use the Distress Glaze on this one. You put it on, you buff it out, and it's really, it feels awesome. But yeah, so thanks everyone. Yeah, we have to save where we can. Thank you, Marguerite. I will see you tomorrow. Thursday is my live for Crescent Creation. I might be late. I might start at 3, 4, or 5, depending on how late the dentist is for my kiddo. Cross our fingers, we're not there all day. Because today, that was a joke. Anyways, we'll talk to you all later. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.